Hello, everyone. Welcome to the WeGlobal live session for today. This is the live session between me and Snezana. For the ones who does not know me, my name is Kutay Gürtürk, and I am working as the head of financial management unit of WeGlobal, and I've been in the sector for the past 10 years. I've been working for WeGlobal for the past 6 years. And we have been working with Snezana for more than 2 years. In the beginning, we have started working with her in the beginning of 2018. Today's live session is we will be discussing and we will be talking about the remote working as the new normal for the accounting and finance sector. If you follow the previous sessions, we have talked about the remote working and also the new normal, as well as the IT infrastructures, or how we will manage this COVID-19 process. But now also most of the sectors and people are now have been working remote for the past 6 months, and each people has been experiencing different kind of experiences at their sector. But we haven't discussed this for this accounting and finance sector. So Snezana will give us some brief information about how they managed the COVID-19 at Belgrade, Serbia, and how they managed it at the accounting and finance sector. Maybe Snezana, you may introduce you to us for the ones who does not meet you yet.
Hello, everybody. My name is Snezana Petrovic. I am a senior accountant inside of the Mentors Group. We are an accounting company from Belgrade, Serbia. I am working for Mentor for past 18 years and for more than 2 years with WeGlobal. So that is from my side. We are outsourced accounting company for WeGlobal, and that is the base of our cooperation.
Mentors is very lucky about you, because you seem a very loyal employee for them and for your boss. Now, Snezana, this live session, as we already discussed with you, will last for 30 minutes, approximately 30 minutes, and we will be discussing on some questions with you. And after that, for the people who would like to contribute to this live session, they can raise hand from the reactions button, and they may get the floor. Snezana, I have one question to you now. You have been working as a part of Mentors Group. It is a reputable accounting company at Belgrade, actually. During the COVID-19 process, how did you manage the client relations and the accounting standards? And during the outbreak when it started, how did your office respond to that? Because people did not know how long it will take, and now it's still continuing. So your response to that will be a good example for us, and we can also think about our reactions against that outbreak.
Well, as you said, first of all, thank you for a reputable accounting company. And as a reputable accounting company, we were trying to adjust to new circumstances, as we always do, try to adjust to new circumstances without, regardless of what is happening outside, without influences from outside, from external. COVID-19 pandemics was really a challenging situation, as you all know. And if you don't know, here in Serbia, we had the emergency state announced from our government starting from 15th of March and lasted for 2 long months. And during that period, first of all, it came suddenly, and we had no time for serious preparations, but we have this, let's say, fortunately, our company for years back is working on moderating of the tools we are using, especially web tools. And in accordance to that, we are using ERP system, which is web-setted. So the fully advantage of web-setted system for accounting and finance really showed its faced here now in this pandemics, when the people were forced to work remotely and to work from their homes. So as I said, fortunately, Mentor was fully prepared for such a challenge. We were lucky also because we for 2 or 3 years back we are using cloud for our cloud for exchange the documentation with our clients and the storage it, so our clients can approach it from anywhere. You only need an internet access, so you can access to the whole archive of your financial documentation storage in Mentor's cloud. So let's say that if we put aside the stress that and unpleasant feelings that COVID pandemics brought, I can say that we managed well. With of course with the full usage of modern tools, of web tools, first of all.
Okay, it's good to hear that you are already prepared this for the past couple of years, and it is very interesting to hear in Belgrade most of the accounting companies using such systems, such cloud-based systems for a couple of years. Because in Turkey, most of the local accounting softwares are not very cloud-based softwares. So before that COVID outbreak, we have been suffering to access to our database to make the accounting entries with our previous software, and we are now transforming our accounting software into an accounting and ERP tool. You may already heard that.
Yes.
Yes, but how did you feel when you are working at home? How did you find working remote in terms of accessing your software and accounting entries, not from your office, but from your home or anywhere else, anywhere that you find healthy and safe? And yes, please.
Our safety was our first mission, of course. The safety of our employees and our clients too. As in every beginning, at the beginning, it was funny, change, different. We were all a kind of afraid, first of all, afraid of a pandemics, which is normal, and afraid of the changes that the pandemics is bringing. If you're working home, it is a fully different. I don't know if you had that experience, probably yes.
Yes.
It is a fully new experience for you and the people you live with. But let's say with the modern tools, with accessible accounting system, with accessible cloud, so you can easily access to your documentation, work was not significantly different, but working from office. We had every morning Zoom meetings, like briefings in the morning with all my colleagues. So we made plans what to do that day, how to report to each other, or if there are any open issues. So that is something that we used to do before the COVID pandemics, but in our office, face to face, and with the physical contact. This was a bit different in the beginning, bit change, but we accepted it. And at the end of emergency state, it was again one new situation to get back to the office with this new safety programs, with the kind of acting that you have to fulfill, with wearing face masks, during the whole day and such a thing. Our clients were positively reacting on the new changes, if we put aside the feelings, because they saw that with us they can deliver documentation, they can receive the fully service that we are providing, the full scope of activities that we were doing before the pandemics, and without physical contact with us, without bringing documentation. That was the greatest advantage of our organization during these new circumstances.
Oh, well, actually, hearing this is a bit also surprising for us, because when that pandemic started in Turkey, the accounting sector was all thinking about delivering the declarations on time, because the Turkish accounting sector is mainly based on the document-based entries, not the bank-based entries, not the cash-based entries. And this in the beginning, most of the accountants are getting not getting afraid, but they have a stress of not delivering the declarations on time. So how did you manage this also? There are periodic declarations in the Serbian accounting system as well. So how did you manage that?
Of course, there are different circumstances, and we also have a tax administration which is fully web-setted. So we don't submit tax application forms and financial reports to our business register physically. Mm-hmm. We submit all the tax application forms by the web portals. That is also advantage that we had here. What was really, but more for our clients than for the accounting itself, what was really difficult was going to banks, going to the suppliers or the institutions which were not fully prepared for web working, for remote working. It was really difficult, but that affected our clients more than our company and other companies which had no web-setted system, which had no cloud for deliver documentation. It was tough. I can say that it was tough. We achieved to have all deadlines fulfilled. Maybe the quality of reporting was not that good because of the time delay for collecting documentation. But once the clients take the documentation from outside and get it, uploads it to our cloud, our problems stop there.
Okay. Also, our tax administration is also an internet-based tax administration, and you can fill in the declarations via online. However, our main suffering areas was receiving the documents, receiving the invoices, receipts, and etc. on time. And as you said, not timely reporting has been done from our side as well. We also suffered from that too. So you have already been working on a web-based cloud, but before that, and you have been working in a mentors group for the past 18 years. And with that software, and when you are during the transition process to that web-based software, what did you do and how did you prepare to this? How do you think an accounting and finance company or an accounting finance department prepares itself for remote working and for this such kind of transition, first of all?
Well, certainly it is not simple, but it is achievable. You have to prepare yourself to hard work for several months. And we also had this policy to use two previous and the future system for several months. So we can follow the changes, we can compare the data that we are having in our system, and if you plan it well, and if you get ready for hard work for few months, let's say 6 months, or less than 1 year, certainly, then you can achieve transfer. First of all, if you are transferring from something less good to something better, of course you will try hard and achieve your aim at the end of the day. It was not stressful because the program that we are now using, as well as the program we were using before, which was not web setted, were both compatible to Microsoft Excel, which was fully helpful because we could use Microsoft Excel to transfer data of, let's say, the list of clients, all their details, the list of employees, the list of all the lists that we needed, and it was very helpful that those two programs were both compatible to Microsoft Office, let's say.
Okay. Well, yes, it takes time and it takes some patience.
Yes.
I also agree with that. It needs some patience, and also this is something. Your previous program is your. Think about it's your own car, and this is something car. This is a car which you haven't been driven yet, so you have to get used to it. You should not be turning your back to that program, but you have to get used to that. This should be the motto, I guess, when you are transiting from a software to another. And also, I'm asking this transition process to you because you are already familiar with this, and also WeGlobal has been in a transition process of its local accounting softwares to a harmonized accounting and ERP software, which is the Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Centrals. This is the SAP Business One's opponent program, and this is a very common software also in European countries. But in Serbia, it's not very commonly used, I guess. But also, we will be using this for our internal and harmonized reporting, but not the accounting entries and also for the declarations. You have several different clients, I guess, and also you may know their softwares which they are using. You should have known some of them. Do you know any of your clients which has a which has an investment on such an extensive software for project management and financial management? Because we will not be using this for only the financial management. This is not only for the declarations and not for the project financials for the project managers, but we also would like to utilize this for the other departments like project development, project execution, and our other departments or our WeGlobal strategic partners. So, do you know any investments about your clients on such an extensive software? Do you think such kind of investment will be beneficial for the upcoming years? Not for now, but for the upcoming years.
First of all, I have to say that for a global company with affiliates worldwide as WeGlobal, I fully understand, and it is out of question the need to have one tool using for at least reporting. But what I have to say from my side, and it is only for the accounting matter, a lot of our clients, several of them, not a lot, but several of them are using SAP. SAP is globally known, and I am sure you've heard of it. It is expensive, and it shows good for reporting to the management. But in the local regulative and I am saying that I'm only talking about the accounting matter here. For the local regulative, it is not fully comprehensive, because most of our clients which are using some of other global accounting systems as SIP are still using a part of local programs for some modules, let's say for example, payroll or some other modules that are hardly adjusting to local regulatives. For Navision or Microsoft Dynamic is made of Navision, if I am right.
That's right. That's right. It's the evolved version of the Microsoft Navision.
Several of our clients, few of them exactly, tried to apply Navision here in previous years, but they found it models that they are partly using Navision for reporting and for accounting itself, but still kept some modules of domestic systems for full usage in accounting. And of course, with the fact that everything is changing and growing in this part of world, and the development of systems for accounting is very fast, then I hope that you will find that that Navision is okay and acceptable for you for reporting, and in the future years, I am sure that the people who are working on these programs, on their from their side, and our regulative will meet somewhere in some point. It is Serbia is also trying to achieve enter into European Union. We are adjusting our regulative to these circumstances as well. Navision is, Microsoft is changing, and having in mind all that, I hope that in some point in the future we could fully use that kind of systems in our accounting locally, and to provide serious quality information for the management abroad, or consolidation, or whatever needed.
Okay. Yes. While we were deciding on this Microsoft 365 Business Centrals, we have also searched for the SAP to SAP HANA or SAP Business One. But for our size of business, and also for our investment schedule, Dynamics 365 became more beneficial to us, because as you say, SAP is more, the SAP has more customers, but using the SAP and configuring the SAP, and also implementing the SAP as live is not easy as Microsoft 365. For this, making this live, for example, in Turkey, we spent only 3 days of training, but still we have been improving it with the help of our consultant, Pargesov. And still it's improving itself. But in each country, the Microsoft has its a local partner which is responsible for the localization of that ERP. For example, that ERP 365 Business Central is a pack, and each local company, a local service provider for Microsoft is localizing it for this local tax regulations and etc., or it's fixed asset amortization, such kind of thing. It's configurable, but SAP is not such that configurable. So we preferred Microsoft 365, and not only in Serbia, we decided not to localize it just because of you said, and we do not find a suitable company for the localization. But we have been making localization procedures ongoing for the Italian entity, our Dutch entity, and for our British entity now. It's still ongoing. The localization and the structuring process is ongoing. So we will be start using the consolidated reports and getting the consolidated reports by the end of this year. It's a time consuming, and it needs a patience. This transition process needs a patience, but still my team and my colleagues will got used to it for the past 2 or 3 months during the COVID also. So this is so you say during the remote working during the COVID-19 outbreak, if you are well prepared as an IT in terms of IT infrastructure for this accounting purposes, you can handle this. If for each sector, you say that as an accounting company, you have different clients from different sectors, but as you have invested in your IT for a previous years of time, and you are well structured for this, you do not face any hard conditions at an outbreak, and you can make everything at home from your IT web-based, cloud-based software easily. You said. Did I say right?
Yes, I fully agree with you. If you're well prepared, if we get used to, as you said at the beginning, new normal, which is uh, unavoidable now, it won't be stressful. We have to improve ourselves and our business to work in changed circumstances. So if we have remote working in front of us, then we only need to find tools to set them right and to have qualified IT support. With that, of course, everything is achievable.
Okay, so in the upcoming months, what does Petar think about going back to office? Do you have any going back to office plans right now?
My office is working partly from home and partly from office even now. We made the conditions to have 2 people in one office, which is big enough to provide all the conditions that the government prescribed. So if there is a great need of our clients for physical meeting, we still can answer that. But most of our clients are adjusting for remote working and having in mind safety and healthy. Most of us will work from home, or some model of something in the middle. Sometimes or mostly working from home. But if there is a need a few days to visit the office or whatever, to be prepared for that. We are working on that, and as the time will show, and the government needs to give us orders and to adjust. The most challenge here is to provide a great service from the state bodies. If when they adjust for remote to remote working, will be fully stressless.
Okay, but as for you, do you prefer working remotely, or do you prefer working at your office right now? When you consider your current situation?
In the current situation, having in mind, first of all, my safety and the safety of my family, I do prefer working from home, because that is less risky for our health.
Okay, but thinking about the comfort, you also prefer working at home? If you think that for the comfortability.
When I think about comfortability, personally, because I have 11 years child, 11 years old child, yes. I don't know. I will have to consider that, but whatever time brings, we will adjust. The point is that you have plan B. in whichever situation. If needed, we will work from home. If needed, we will work from office. Most important thing now is to provide quality of the quality service to our client and keep safe.
Okay, it's good to hear that. It's good to hear that. From our audiences, does anybody have a question, any remarks, or any contributions? What Snezana has said. If you have, you may raise hand from the reactions. Just let me check from the chat box. I think no one has any question. Does Levent Erkan has any remarks or any questions?
Hi, Kutay. Hi, Snezana.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello. Fine, thank
We're
you.
fine.
Not the remark, but it was really informative, first of all. I mean, finance and digitalization coming together and how you utilize it was very informative. So I learned about that a lot. So that was, I mean, from my part, was the most beneficial part, because people talk about digitalization all the time, especially these days. And now I understand better how specifically in your area it is being utilized now and how it has been helpful. So thank you very much. I mean, it was very informative. Thank you both.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you very much. Does anybody after Levent Erkan any words to say or any contributions? Any notes? Well, I think we finished on time. Thank you for all the audiences for participating to our live session. Hope you have enjoyed it and hope you had a great time with our talk with Snezana. And Snezana, thank you for allocating your time, allocating this valuable time to us for WEglobal and for your informative knowledge about this accounting sector and how you did it on this, how you did it remote during that COVID-19 outbreak. Thank you very much and have a nice vacation there. Hope you will enjoy the rest of your vacation. And thanks everyone again for your contribution.
You're welcome, Kutay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day then. And have a nice weekend, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.